And good evening to Nili Patel and good evening to Manhar as well.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm good, Manhar. Thank you. Where are you from, Manhar?
Yeah, I'm here in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Edison.
That's good. That's good. And how about Nili? Where are you from?
Yes, she's my daughter actually. She just
really?
joined.
Okay. All right. So she just joined just to know, or who will be?
Yeah, I mean, it's for my daughter actually. She just finished college. She just finished the ITI major recently.
Yeah.
So I think she has some time, to go to training.
Right.
So
okay. Cool.
That's why I was looking for her.
Right. Good. Nice, man.
I have one more student actually here. John.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, John.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
Hi, how are you, John?
I'm doing very good. And yourself?
All right, good. Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York, all right. Good to see. So we have Manhar with his daughter from New York as well. Good to see that everybody joined. So let me set the context quickly. So maybe I will just start sharing the screen. Right. So what we'll do is I will just tell about a bit of background about myself, and then just to give you the scope of the course, and then just to try to do the question and answers. It's going to take, so from now for next 20 minutes, we will understand about myself and about the background of Agile. Why do we need, and what are the opportunities that we have in the industry, and followed by question and answers that you might be having. Right. Okay, starting now. So this is how I look like. So in Agile industry, I'm familiarly known as Lakshmi Nona, and I do have a lot of certifications. It's just more of the weightage resume, and just from the Scrum Alliance, Scrum.org, I'm a certified Scrum Master, Professional Product Owner, Collaboration Architect. So these terminologies might be a little bit new to you, but those are the certification authorities in the Agile space. So I'm all certified from these institutions. And I do have over 20 years of industry experience. I started my career way back in 2000 as a technical Java programmer. And then I just scaled up my knowledge into tech lead, project management, account management. And I worked in Europe region from 2014 to 2018, close to three years there. And for an organization called Telenet in Belgium. I worked as an enterprise Agile coach, where I have coached multiple French and Dutch people. After that, due to some personal challenges, I moved to Melbourne. And currently I'm working as Agile coach for National Australia Bank here. So I coach around 230 students. I'm the single coach. I take care of the complete entire account management. So that's my background. So coming to the course. So this course will help you to take up the roles like a Scrum Master, Product Owner, or those are the main prominent. And along with learning Scrum, we also will be learning a tool called Jira and Confluence. First, let us understand the problem space, why we have to learn, and what is the advantage that we have by taking this course. So I will just, normally what I do is I teach my students with glyphy pictures so that you connect well. We are all on the same page. So if I just, currently I'm running a batch for around 14 students. So 2 people from, I think only one person from USA, and 8 people from Australia, and rest of 2 people from London, and rest of the people there from India. So the current batch consists of that one. It's a big batch, very collaborative. So you can see already the picture and then the conversation that I'm going through. So what I will take is, I will just take you in the waterfall methodology, if you are familiar. So how the waterfall methodology happens. So once we have, let us say this guy is the business, and we will create a customer as well. Okay. So this is the customer. We will make the customer as a green color. Customer is anyone who avail our services. Let's say this is my CEO. This is me. And I want to launch a product. And this is the product. And in this product, I want to have I'm taking a banking example. I want to have maybe cards, and I want to have, right? And then maybe I want to have some accounts, loans, so on and so forth. So in the typical waterfall methodology, how the thing happens is, we will get the requirement from the business, and from the business, we will be doing the high level analysis, and then it will go through various phases. First, it will go to the UI phase, and then it will go to the development phase, and then testing phase. Finally, it will be able to reach the end customer. So this entire duration, let us say it will be taking around 12 months, let us assume. So the duration is 12 months. So what we have learned, if we build any software in the waterfall methodology, so in order to reach that software to the end customer as an available service, it's going to take 12 months. So in this 12 months of time, anything can change due to the marketing conditions. Maybe, so if we just plan to deliver for example, 20 features, out of that one, maybe only 5 or 10 might be relevant due to the reasons like the conditions of the market got changed, and maybe the mindset of the customers got changed. Let's give an example of maybe in the payments. I have built with the assumptions that, okay, the customer should be able to make the payments using debit card and credit card. So keeping that in mind, I have built it, and then I have delivered that after 12 months. But what has happened? Maybe the customer became more tech savvy, and then he started embracing the digital payments. So whatever the payments, payment that I have built for the end customer, it is no longer relevant. So this is the very problematic thing, that scenario that got evolved. So till 2001, waterfall have been working really well, but after 2000, 2002, 2020, due to the digital revolution, so the things got drastically got changing, and then accordingly the needs of the customers also got changing. So it is very hard to really do the upfront design. So in this dynamic changing work. So if you see the slides, maybe I'll just open, just a minute, maybe I'll just. So what we have learned in the waterfall methodology, I hope you are able to see my screen. So the delivery is a step by step. So one phase has to happen before the other phase. So for example, you cannot do the testing before the building. So once the development is completely done, then only we will be able to do our testing. So what are the pain points in the waterfall? So working software is not available till end of the project. So until I complete all this chunk of work, so this is not available to this end customer. And high amount of risk and uncertainty. Why amount of and risk? Due to the longer the duration, the more risk that we are embracing for. Due to whether, as we said, the marketing conditions or the needs of the customers, anything can change. If there is a more duration, so it is subjected for a lot of risk and uncertainty, and less business and IT alignment. So normally in the waterfall methodology, we will be having the business people who will give requirements to the development people. And once they give the requirement, let us say this red color guy is the business guy. Once they give the requirement to the development people, let's say here we have the development team. And once they give the requirement, they will sign a contract saying that, okay, this is a contractual agreement. And then once the contract is signed, so this development team, they will just build the software according to the scope of the work that is given by the business. That's all. Okay. And the alignment between the business and IT is very less. So once the development team tell at the end of the testing phase, okay, we are ready to we have build the software, and at this point of time the business may come and then say that, oh, this is not what we expected, or this is not according to our requirements. So why this? There is a huge gap between the business and IT. So in order to address all these pain points, so we have Agile in space. Agile is nothing but a set of values and principles. So what has happened is, if you just even, when you go to this agilemanifesto.org, way back in 2000, so software, a group of industry experts, so they have built a manifesto which consists of 4 values and 12 principles. So these, I will just go through in the course very much in detail. But what these 4 values says is, they addressed the pain points that the people had been experiencing with the waterfall methodology. And they said that, okay guys, if you follow these 4 values, you will be able to build your software projects in a much better, meaningful way, in much better, efficient way, so that it also absorbs the changes in the market, and it will deliver whatever is customer is looking at the earliest possible time. So what they are saying is, individuals and interactions, working software is very, very important, and customer collaboration, to collaborate with customer and respond to the change. And they also build 12 principles. So the principle says the highest priority is software. Okay, let me open the pictures. That will make you more sense. This is just only, yeah. So these are the 12 principles. So they said that we need to satisfy the customers, and we need to welcome the change if there is any change in the market. Let's assume I'm working for a bank currently. We have a set of high priority projects. So what has happened? The COVID situation arises. The situation got changed. And whatever the projects that we are building, of course, it is not going to please the end customer. What is going to please the end customer? So we have to understand the pain of the end customer now. So we started giving maybe some no interest COVID loans. That is the change we are talking about. So this is the high priority now. So we are building a product which delivers loans to the end customers where they don't need to pay, and where they don't need to pay any interest. So the customers are very much excited about this functionality from our bank. So we are observing change in the marketing conditions and delivering what customer is looking for. So we need to deliver frequently. It is not a one-time delivery that we need to consider. So we need to deliver continuous valuable software continuously. Like if you take any phone, if you take the classic phones like Samsung or Apple, or even the WhatsApp groups, continuously they will be delivering Samsung 8, Samsung 10 with a new functionality that excites the end customer, that delivers value to the end customer. Now we are getting S20. It's not a one-time delivery. So without our knowledge, we are already experiencing the Agile flavor from major companies. So if the company is not following Agile, so we can directly say that the days are very much numbered. Okay, so every company has to follow Agile. Every company is following the Agile values and principles. So rest of the principles also, their face-to-face conversation, and teams, they will collaborate, and we will talk more in detail in our course. I will also open a survey. This is all my course content actually. So I will just open, what I will do is, yeah, this is a survey actually. So let's enter survey by internet. Just a minute. Charging. So this is an Agile survey conducted by version 1 across the globe. I will not go through everything. I will share you the I will share you this one if you guys are interested. Okay, let me go through this one. So the organizations or the teams, they said that the benefits of adopting Agile. Just a second. Yeah. So benefits of adopting Agile is people were able to manage the changing priorities. The project visibility is better. Business and IT alignment is more. The team morale is high, and time to market is very much improved. So let me just tell you how the things work in Agile. The same example I will take. If we execute the same thing in Agile, what we will be doing is we will be taking the same. The requirements will not change. Whatever the requirements are there, so we'll be doing. But the main thing is, rather than delivering all the chunk in one go to the end customer, what we will do is We will break down the bigger piece of work into smaller pieces and then delivering in an incremental order. First, we will deliver accounts, and next we will deliver payments, like this. So what will happen? So once we deliver accounts, the customer already started using accounts from the third month, rather than using in the waterfall methodology he was using from after 12 months. But here he was able to use right from the third month itself. The payments maybe after 6 months. If you really want, okay, try to break down the payments into maybe some more smaller chunks. So make it break down the bigger chunk, because we are interested in delivering the highest value in the lowest time. So we can say here you can just think about the credit card payment and debit card payment and PayPal payment, something like that. So you are going to further break down this work into these things, and then rather than delivering payments in one go, you can think of delivering, okay, out of this maybe more customers are using PayPal, so prioritize that PayPal, deliver to him. So time to market is drastically reduced, and increased team productivity. Lot of advantages people are experiencing. That's why you hear this term agile everywhere. And if you see that under this agile umbrella, based on these agile values and principles, we do have flavors, the frameworks that got evolved over a period of time. When something is successful, people try to observe the same mantra, and then they will try to build their own things. In a similar fashion, we have a Scrum framework, we have a Kanban framework, extreme programming, so on and so forth. Out of which the market leader is Scrum. It's widely successful, highly successful. And in the Scrum, we have a role called Scrum Master, Product Owner, and Development Team. So that's why you hear there is a lot of requirement for Scrum Masters, a lot of requirement for Product Owners. Okay. So the market leader is Scrum. And then I will just skip all these things. If you see, in order to manage all these agile activities, now especially the teams are very much distributed, and you can see the COVID situation and the people are working remotely. So we need to have a tool which brings better collaboration, better transparency to manage all these team activities which are in agile. So the best number one tool in the world at this moment is Jira. Jira is a tool from Atlassian company. Atlassian is a product-based company. It's an Australian-based company. And then if you see the products, if you just see the Jira software, it's the number one software in the world used by the Atlassian Agile teams. So in our course, we are going to learn very much in detail. If you just take I will just try to pick up maybe my previous student. What I will do is I will create a free instance for my students, and then I will allow them to go for a hands-on practice. So whatever the theory that we learn, the theory part is this one, the waterfall, agile manifesto, Scrum framework. We will understand the roles. We will understand the Scrum Master role. We will also understand how to break down the larger chunk of works into the smaller chunks. What are the effective techniques that we need to use? What are the different estimation techniques that are there in the industry? A lot of stuff is there. And once that is done, we will do a certification which is highly valued in the industry. Directly, we will be getting the certification from scrum.org once you do go for the certification. This certification will cost you $150 only. That certification is Professional Scrum Master, PSM. It is a little bit tough, but it is most valued and lifetime validity, with a lifetime validity. So my students, they will be doing that PSM1 certification. So after that one, okay. So once the theory part is covered, then we will go for the practice part, Jira. So how to break down the work into smaller chunks, and how to do the reporting, searching, managing the sprints, all the things. So here, if I just open my previous students instance, that's a banking example. So if you see, this is how the tool looks like. Just for you to experience, just opening, no need to worry about. We will go through each and everything in detail. So from the backlog, we will create the sprints. We will start the sprints. We will take the stories like this. and we will try to deliver whatever is most important to the customer in next 2 weeks of time, and then we will the development team will be able to complete only this scope of work. And then once we're done, so we will go for the reports, and we can build some automated visual dashboards as well. So if you see, these are the automated visual dashboards that we have created. Okay. So how the current sprint is going on, what are the, I mean, like in which release, how many issues are there, like this. So in the Scrum framework, what happens is there is a role called product owner. Let us indicate the product owner with a pink icon, and there is a role called a Scrum Master. I will just give you a one-liners and then we will conclude. So the role, if you are picking up the role of the product owner, what your primary duty will be is gathering the requirement from the business, writing the requirements, and then giving to the development team. This is your development team. So get the requirement from the business, give and write it in the form of user stories, give it to the development team, and manage your product backlog. Meaning is whatever is most important on all those things. Development team, they will do the actual building of the software. And you as a Scrum Master, what you will be doing that, you will be ensuring that the development team completes the work on time. You will be creating an environment for the people to succeed. So you will be focusing more on the process rather than on the technology or rather than on the coding part. You will be continuously looking for the environment where you will ensure that people get succeed. In this process, you will be coaching the product owner, coaching the development team, coaching the business people. So your part is more of an admin coaching part, just ensuring that the development team completes and delivers the value on time. Okay, so after Jira, we also have another tool called Confluence. That is also another tool from the Atlassian company, where nowadays, whatever we are going to learn in the course is the latest one, or maybe up to mark. As I said, I'm working for here National Australia Bank, and whatever the best practices in the industry we are practicing here, and then I'm also coaching the same to my students. So whatever you guys will be learning is the latest things from the market. So we are also using Confluence to capture the business requirements, to capture the meeting. Oh, just a minute. So this the Confluence is a content collaboration where the business can write the requirements and the development team can store their documents and all the stuff. This is another tool. So if you see, just give you, if you see any maybe projects, if you see maybe loans, do we have anything? No. We'll go for accounts. So if you see these requirements, so in which release it is going for, and what is the functionality, and what is the roadmap, by when you want to release which software, savings account, business account, some farmer accounts, and what are the requirements. So you use this Confluence for this content collaboration. So we will also learn this from our course. Okay, that's about the course content and the experience that you will be learning, or the skills that you will be getting from this. The entire course will be close to 18 to 20 hours. I'm really focused on delivering value to my students rather than focusing just only on the time frame. That's a rough time frame. That's why I always say most of the times I exceed these times. Sometimes students come to me, hey Lakshmi, I'm interested only in weekends. I'm very much flexible. Sometimes for the current batch, I am doing the weekday batches. So from Monday to Friday, they will be having the classes. The classes are happening from morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the New York time. Yep. That's all from my end. And maybe I will just open the floor for the questions. We'll just go one by one. I will just
So how many exams we have for this?
Exams?
Yeah, how many exams? How many for
No,
certification?
exams is not there. Look, there are 2 certifications that if you guys are interested, you can opt for 2 certifications, which will be a lifetime valid and then give more weightage. So let me, as I said, the certifications is directly from the scrum.org. If you are taking the role of the Scrum Master, if you are into the Scrum Master where you will be managing the team, creating the environment and all those things, there is a certification called Professional Scrum Master, Professional Scrum Master. And there are 3 levels. Basically, first level should be more than enough. No company is asking for 2 or 3. Very, very rare. Maybe hardly 1 or 2%. It's like a mini PhDs, just doing a research kind of a thing. Having this one, PSM1, is enough. If you are moving into the product owner space, where you will be gathering the requirements and then giving to the development team, you need to have a strong domain knowledge and all those things. Then you have a relevant certification called Professional Scrum Product Owner. Some of my students, they are doing both because they want to be in this agile space. They want to be in the space where the rest, I mean, at least for next 1 or 2 decades, the agile has to be there. Otherwise, we can't survive. So people are doing both the certifications.
And each certificate has 1 exam.
Each certificate has 1 exam, yeah. So, and each exam will be having 80 questions, 60 minutes, and 85% pass mark.
Okay, 60 minutes.
Yeah, 60 minutes. That's the tricky thing. So even if you, in the internet, if you just search in the Google certifications from the scrum.org, they will tell how much they are valuable, how much it is. I know the tough is there, but definitely my guidance, I will also give you the practice test, open practice tests where my students can practice and then they will be able to clear these certifications.
And those are multiple choice or is it?
There are multiple choice. Just to give you, if you are really interested, you don't need to wait for my information. So you can go to the open assessments directly from the scrum.org. If you are into the Scrum, you can just go for Scrum Open. This is the where they will assess your knowledge. So you are going to start the assessment. You will have 30 questions and then 85 pass mark. In real time, you will be having 80 questions, but it is a practice test with 30 questions. So there will be multiple choice. So you can, okay, development team members should change. As and when it is required, okay, team members should change it in order to absorb. So there is a concept called sprint planning meeting. It should be of 8 hours. And the maximum length of the review again. So it is 4 hours. Like this, the questions.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, sir?
Yeah, I will come back to my other question, but if anybody else has a question.
Yeah. David, do you have any questions for me?
Certification?
David, I'm not able to hear you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I'm saying, are we supposed to do the CSM certification too? Are you going to help us with that?
Oh, if you are planning to do CSM certification, that's I'm not authorized to do the CSM certification. That you have to take a mandatory 2-day classroom training from Scrum Alliance, where they will be charging you around $1,200 just only for the 2-day course. And they will not tell you in depth of the subject. They will cover the course content, but they will not teach you the tools, which is very much required. So if you see the tools like the Jira, Confluence, whatever the value add that you are getting, you will not be getting in the Certified Scrum Master. Okay, David?
Certification. Are they equivalent out there when you're looking for a job?
Sorry, David, could you please repeat?
So I'm asking if the CSM and the PSM, do they have the same value out there to recruiters when you're looking for a job?
Yeah, when you're looking for a job, yeah. In fact, the PSM is more valued than CSM. CSM, it is with the 2-day course and with basic understanding of Scrum, you will be able to pass the certification. But the PSM, you need to have some good thorough knowledge, good understanding. So interview people, they're asking for more of the PSM than CSM. But if you have PSM, in the interview, if they ask only for CSM, in the certificate, if you have already PSM, it gives more weightage.
Okay.
Okay. Even you can look for the jobs, even in the LinkedIn, or you can just go for the Glassdoor, look for the jobs. You can see, okay, what they are asking for, and you can compare the advantages of CSM over PSM. If you do the CSM, you have to spend $1,200 or $1,300. You can just go every weekend. Some CSM courses will happen in New York area, and every 2 years you need to renovate that certification with $150 or $200. I don't know the current price, but if you do the PSM with $150 one-time investment, and it is a lifetime validity. But the tricky part is it is tough. But with my course, will help you to clear that exam.
So do you have anything like questions, practice questions or materials that you can help?
Practice questions will be there that can help you guys. Yes.
Okay.
That mock test, free test will be there. That will just give you the warm up and then make you the feel of the real exam. And then after that, once you are comfortable with that one, I will also continuously help you to just fine tune your skills to pass that exam.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Jared.
Okay.
So, John, do you have any questions for me?
Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did have a question. I want to know, how long would you do the course? How long does the course last?
Yeah, it depends, John. As I said, I'm very flexible trainer, and based on the needs of the student, I will be doing. I have some student who came to me asking for just only to have in 2 weekends due to the urgency in job, maybe in 1 weekend or 2 weekends. There are situations where I finished, where we were spending like 6 hours. It's too much for the student to observe.
Yeah.
But the current batch student is from Monday to Friday, every day 1 hour. It's going, if you are spending 1 day, so it's going to 1 hour a day. It's going to take around 18 days or 20 days. So if you are taking the course only on the weekends, like 2 hours, 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday, it's going to take maybe another maybe three weekends like that. So it depends.
Yeah.
But the overall duration is 18 hours.
So, but this
18 hours.
Yeah, David.
Yeah. So, but you're saying this particular class is just getting started, so it's going to be Monday to Friday, 1 hour. That's it, right?
No. I am saying that I haven't planned the next batch. So I have to I will be always planning the batch based on the needs of the student, based on their background, and based on the circumstance, because my students are across the globe. If you see the current batch student, that is going on from Monday to Friday. So there are 2 students from London, and then many from Australia, and then I have to see their timings, and then I have to plan my things. Say, if you say that, hey Lakshmi, I'm interested, Joy and say I'm interested, I have to talk to both of you in person, and then I have to come to a common timing, and then come to a common agreement. Okay, we have to do it on the weekdays or on the weekends, and maybe 1 hour or 2 hours daily. And then how soon you need the course, how soon you need the certification. So I have to think.
Yeah,
it differs from person to person.
I think 1 hour each day, it's kind of like you're not gonna go like in depth to everything because it's too small. I feel like 2 hours straight is better.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, so I have to consider other person's opinions as well, and then we'll come to we will just start the batch accordingly. David, thanks for your inputs.
But total hours will be 20 hours. Any format.
In any format, yeah, I have to cover. Yeah, it is not like, okay, Lakshmi is taking the course on the weekend, he's going to rush. No, that's not me. You can check I will just, after the call, I will share you the reviews. You can just see the reviews on the internet, my reviews of the students. I always consider the value of my students, and many students are successful in getting the jobs as well. And I do give a job support. Some of my students, they request me job support, because getting the job is one thing, retaining the job is also equally important. After learning the subject, irrespective of how much value add that I give, once you pick up a project, maybe due to the nature of the complexity of project or nature of the circumstances, you might need some additional guidance or help. So I am there. I am extending my support to the job support also to my students.
So another thing, are you going to help us with resume?
Oh yes, resumes. I help you with the resumes as well. So if you just see, I'm on the screen share. So these are all my old students. If I just pick up the old students, you can see they're from London, USA, San Francisco, Atlanta. All of them, they are old students. And the current batch we started in the month of May. And if you see, every day at the end of the class, I record the session, videos and audios. And then I upload in the Google Drive. Everybody has the access.
Okay.
So one by one, so you can see 1, 2, 3. So currently we finished 9 classes till yesterday.
Okay.
And then I upload them, and I will take the sample projects from my previous projects. So this is for example, this is the Citibank. I worked for a Citigroup project way back in 2006. I'm talking about. So I will just tell that, okay, this is how the requirement in the earlier requirement, this is how the requirements were used to be. So that you guys have the good understanding of, in old days, in the waterfall methodology, how the requirements are there, and in the new ways of working, how the requirements are there.
Okay.
And that's one thing. And another thing is, you are asked to answer your question about the resumes. So people will ask me to to modify their resume or to just fine tune their resume just to meet the market expectations. I do take, so if you just take some Lucy, she just took the training from me some time back. She's from Maryland, and then she's there, and yeah, a lot of people there, and she's one person from the Salesforce. Senior managers will come. A lot of people will come. And people do come from the IBM as well. This guy is from the IBM. He is working as a test manager in IBM, senior test manager. But he took the training from me as a Scrum Master. He got the job as a Scrum Master. Yeah. So if you see, he was also having the 12 years of experience in the IBM, and then background. If you see the background, he's a test lead and test manager.
Okay, because I already have an IT background with Linux, Unix, and Exchange. So I was wondering if you can...
Definitely, yeah, I can help you with that. That's fine.
Okay.
So you have that service also from me. So I take care of end-to-end needs of the students. Not only this one, I take care of the mock interviews. Here in Australia, most of the Scrum Masters, especially whenever we are recruiting, they ask me to be a panel of the interview panel member. So I know what kind of questions that the people will be asking. So I take care of the mock interviews as well.
Okay.
And then you tell that David is saying that, this is what I understood. No, this is how you need to tell, so that you will please the interviewers. Because you might be telling theory part, which you might be learning from the course, but that is not enough to get the job. You have to correlate with your previous project. So how can you map your previous project activities with the Scrum? Maybe, of course, honestly speaking, just between us, you need to just a little bit tweak your resume. Otherwise, if you tell that I just learned the course of the Scrum Master, I want the job of Scrum Master, nobody will give you the job. You have to claim saying that, hey, last 1 year I have been working as a Scrum Master in so-and-so company, and this is my project. So you should be able to map whatever the learnings that we have done in the class. How we map from the previous project activities, we should be able to correlate. If you were the Scrum Master, how you would have executed the previous project, and then tell that accordingly in the interview, which will please them, and then it will help you to secure a job.
Okay.
I have some students who are from the HR background, they got it, and even one of the students from the childcare, they were able to get the Scrum Master job.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It all depends on how well you observe the subject, how well you map your activities, and we have to. Yeah, I will discuss a lot of things once you start the course.
So when are we supposed to start the course?
Course, maybe Samir will confirm you. I have to get. I'm still waiting for. There is 2 students from London. They are also waiting. I will try to get again the common platform, common timings. But maybe just tentatively, my gut feel is like maybe in the after the first week of June, maybe in 10 days of time, I'm planning to start the course. But if the course is really urgent, I'm willing to start much earlier.
Yeah, it's urgent. I thought, because he said this is gonna be the first demo, and then from after this we're gonna start the course. So
yeah, okay. So look, if that is the need, I do have some time flexibility because I'm currently working from home, so I have flexibility with the timings. So yeah, if it is really urgent, and then we will discuss with Samir, and then we will just
have other
collaborate. And then,
also, sir. They are from like Dubai, so they are also in urgent to start the course. So they are also requesting
definitely
to start it from
right.
Monday.
Oh, from Monday. That's fine, Samir, because I'm not aware. Just for everybody's information, though it is not really relevant, I'm doing my house shifting actually, so I'm not in touch with Samir for last 2 days. Otherwise, I would regularly we speak on a daily basis, and then he updates me. Yeah, thanks, Samir, for letting me know. Yeah, if that is the case, maybe after the class, let us speak, and then just let us set a timing, and then yeah, get the students, and then I'm ready to start the batch as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, also another thing about the 1 hour thing, because now it's lockdown. I mean, I work from home, so people have time now. So that 1 hour every day, it's kind of, so if we can compare, you better do 2 hours, 3 days, which is better than every day 1 hour. That's
right. Yeah. Sure, David. Yeah.
Okay, so fine, sir. I'll go with their registration process and I'll let you know. So I'll get back to you tomorrow with their confirmation, and we'll plan the timings and everything. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Just before confirming to the students, Samir, what I would suggest is maybe just like this is what we do regularly. But again, don't confirm the timings yet because they are from the different locations. Let us understand.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we will align. We will communicate the timing.
Okay, that's fine. Not a problem.
Because once we give the commitment, we should not change that commitment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much, David, John, Manar, Neil, for your valuable time and listening to my demo.
Okay.
So hopefully waiting for you, for all of you to listen. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.